and welcome to another episode of Just a Teen. I'm so excited you're here. So now, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Just a Teen. So today I'm here with Sadhana from India. Sadhana, how are you doing?
Hi, Marielle. I'm absolutely fine. I've been swamped with entrances and board examinations. Otherwise, I'm doing good, been better. But yes, I'm doing fine. You can say that. How are you doing? How was
I'm
school
doing
there? How was your break? How was Christmas?
Oh yeah, my break was great. It was some time to relax from school, even though I still did some, college related stuff. Did you have a break too?
Yes, we had a break of around 7 to 10 days, and yes, here basically we were also swarmed with colleges. When you get into college, it's just very difficult to enjoy. And if you want to enjoy, it feels like no, what if we end up losing on our colleges, or what if we end up not getting credits, the
I
required
know.
credits? It's
A
it's
lot of
overwhelming.
anxiety.
It's
That's a universal thing. I guess it's just anxiety. So we're talking about colleges. So you want to start off with this topic that all teens dread, like how does college application process work in India for you?
see, basically I'm talking about in college applications, we talk about standardized tests. We're
Yeah.
promoting standardized tests, and some colleges have their own entrances as well. So for example, we have government-based universities, central universities such as Delhi University, Jamia Millia Islamia, and more other universities wherein they take CUET, that is Common Universal Entrance Test, which
Yeah.
is basically general aptitude, the English language, as well as the domain subjects you have in your 12th grade.
Oh wow.
So these sections are there in CUET, and there are two more common standardized tests taken by students here, JEE and NEET. JEE is the joint entrance examination, which has two variants, and it is taken by students who wish to pursue engineering in the IIT. IIT is the Indian Institute of Technology, which is again very hard to get into, like the IOEs in US. And NEET is again for medical students who wish to do MBBS. The and CUET was just launched 2 years back, and we already have 20 to 24 lakh students writing the case, taking the exam every year. Apart from that, we have various examinations for various requirements. We have different examinations for NIFT, and every college has their own entrances as well, which basically ranges about this what all you know about the subject and general aptitude, reasoning, basic math, and things like that. So that's how it works.
So
Extracurriculars are yes, please go on.
yeah,
Go
do
ahead.
they look at extracurriculars? Do they consider those for college applications?
Yes, in some colleges they do. They see your resume. Like in IIM, for example, there is an exam called IPM. IPM is for those people who want to get into management. They do BBA plus MBA in colleges of Indian Institute of Management. So currently, they take up co-curriculars and your knowledge about certain things and your awareness. So awareness part is also there in CUET. I forgot to mention that. But yes, they do take in extracurriculars. They see your resume. They have personal statements and they make you write essays based upon certain topics. For example, there is a college here called Rashuka University. I filled out the form for there recently, and what happened is that I was being asked to write about an issue that I am personally dealing with, and how do you think that we can go forward in eradicating that and making lives better for the people? And they also ask about your experiences. How do you utilize your free time? What all books do you like? So, yes, extracurriculars are taken into account here as well. If you have, not necessarily, but if you have extracurriculars with you, it's a boon for you, of us.
Sure. That's pretty similar to the US, I would say, because we also have standardized tests
But
and
we, if considering the fact that we take extracurriculars into account, we have grades of 10th and 12th board examinations of various boards who have, for example, there are some students of ICSE, then they have some sort of CBSE, then are from various state boards, and then they take a lot of grades into accommodation. What grades did you get in the 10th and 12th examination? What kind of grades did you get in your entrance examinations? Either if it's common or even if it's individualistic, grades are a huge role play to get into colleges here. Yes, it's a boon for you if you. There are certain colleges, namely a few, who take extracurriculars into account, but mostly we prefer children who have grades, good grades in their hand.
mm.
So it's
So
important for you to have
that's like
grades over
heavily
here.
weighted, you're saying. So do they look at your full transcript from all years of high school, or like what grades do they look at?
It depends upon colleges again, but they primarily look for 10th and 12th mark sheets plus your standardized test if you have taken, or if not, they take a separate entrance test. They primarily look for the grades of 10th standard board examinations as well as 12th standard board examination, wherein the 12th standard board examinations are given a priority here. Why? Because that in the once you reach the 11th grade, you have options to choose your streams. As I mentioned in a casual conversation we had, that is, we have science, we have commerce, and humanities, right? So if you want to do bachelor's in a certain subject, for example, and you chose a certain stream, they see the percentage of each subject as well as your overall percentage. It's so grades play a huge foreplay in our country. Yes, if you have extracurriculars are taken into account, but grades have a major percentage of you getting into a college than the extracurriculars solely.
So, what are some classes that you take at school?
So basically, I take I don't have any separate classes, but in school I take sociology, I have psychology, I have mass communication as my subject, I have English as my subject, I have political science as my subject. So these are the five subjects that I have with me. And there are certain people who take six subjects, but basically you have to take five subjects in your 11th and 12th grade.
That's really cool because those are some classes that like I don't those are some really cool options that they give you guys because I feel like in the US it's a bit more standardized like you have to take math all 4 years. You have to take science. And there I feel like is it more flexible with your course selections because of those pathways you were like describing before? Like you can kind of choose
Yeah, it's
really
not very flexible, but to an extent, yes, it is. See, till 10th grade, here, until 10th grade, you have to study all subjects. That includes English, one language, compulsorily in math, science, and SST. Social studies, where you will be having history, political science, geography, and economics. You have to study all the way to the 10th grade here, from the ninth. So, in 11th, you get to choose your subjects. So, that the option of
more
choosing
flexible.
your streams and subjects is provided here. Yeah.
That's cool. So when you're not studying for the exams or doing school, what are some activities that you like doing with family or friends or just some hobbies that you have?
Uh, I sing. Currently, I'm not pursuing my hobby, so my parents are very mad at me. So I sing, but I'm not in the mood to do that right now. I sing. I go on long walks. I talk to my friends very often. I sometimes read books, or I'm a part of various organizations wherein I write content for them. So I write content for various organizations. I write blog posts, and sometimes I'm reading a book, or sometimes I'm just watching Netflix. And fun fact, I am a person who has one movie and binges upon it for at least a week or two. So I might be binging upon the current favorite movie that I have.
So you get attached to a movie, you keep watching it. That's me. I have some comfort movies too, yeah. What
It's
movie are you?
actually good to have comfort
It
movies,
is. It is.
frankly
It's really
speaking.
important. And you were saying how you sing, and that's actually really cool because I'm in an art school and my concentration in the art school is singing. So I sing like within school. So do,
That's
yeah.
great. That's
What type of singing?
amazing.
What type of singing do you like? Like what style of singing?
I've learned classical music for around 4 years now.
Dave?
So I've got myself trained in classical music. I stopped it for now. I'll get back once I'm done with 12th because I really don't want to lose that part of me. So I will get back into classical singing as well as I like to sing pop, not pop music. I like to sing the kind of songs which have cultural touches here.
We should
It's
practice
more of
singing together.
I like singing Sufi songs. I like to sing ghazals. I like to sing proper khayal. So that is what is there. I like to sing which has classical touches in it. I like classical music a lot.
I do too. Like what languages do you sing in for classical or is it
I sing mostly in Hindi and Tamil,
cool?
sometimes Telugu as well, because I don't know how to speak Telugu, but in Carnatic music, so there are two. So basically, in India, there are two forms of music which are hugely being practiced, and that is Hindustani and Carnatic. Right. So Carnatic music basically has four languages, that is Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, and Kannada. So these four languages, you can say that I can sing in all of them based upon the song that I know. And in Hindustani, mostly people sing in Hindi or Urdu, Rajasthani, and various other languages. It's vast.
Wow. Do you want to, we were talking about languages for songs. Do you want to talk a bit about, the language and the culture of India and the diversity?
Yes. So we have 29 states here, and every state and every dialect has its own culture, own language. So, for example, I live in Delhi NCR. So we have a more modernized city-based languages here. If you go to places like in Uttar Pradesh, it's a state. Uttar Pradesh is a state, and I live in Greater Noida in Uttar Pradesh. So basically, in Uttar Pradesh, we go to places like Varanasi, you go to Lucknow, you go to Allahabad, you go to Kanpur. If you go to these places, or if you go to Jhansi, you'll find different kind of music, you'll find different kind of accents or the way of speaking. In Bihar, if you go, you'll have they focus more on collectivity. Biharis focus on saying hum means us. So instead of in Hindi, if you want to call us, for example, can you please come here? So based upon the respect, we'll say तुम इधर आओ या आप इधर आइए. So basically in Bihar they say, I'm not from Bihar, but I like the fact that they emphasize upon hum. Even in Varanasi they do that. They say hum, and they always respect people and call them up. They term them as up until and unless they don't disrespect people here. So the culture is varied, and even I cannot describe it because it's something that only they can explain without with being a part of the place. You will not get to read, you will not be able to understand it. Even if you read on the internet, for example, of any culture, you'll get to know the outcast, but until unless you go and experience it, you won't be able to understand. That's actually the beauty of India, and I love that.
It's really true. Like there's some things you just can't put into words about different cultures. And
That's
I
so
think this is
true.
cool, like talking with people like you and other teens who are actually living in these places who can give like an inside perspective. Because if you just Google some places, you can't really get, the full picture of everything. But it's really cool.
Exactly. Exactly. Even if you want to explore, you have to visit the place. That's a very good thing because I went to Northeast the last year. I went to Northeast with my family because I didn't explore that part of my country, and I was shocked to see the cultural change there. I was really shocked by the way people spoke. They speak in Nepali or Bengali, or there are a lot of other languages. They have their own dialects. They have their own way of celebrating festivals, mainstream festivals. They have their own streams of festivals. Because I stayed in a homestay in a town in Sikkim, where Sikkim is a state in India again, wherein a person was into football. He had his homestay, and they take part in a lot of cultural programs. They give importance to God a lot. It's everywhere. That's everywhere.
That's awesome.
We all believe in uh, praying gratitude to God. All of us. Even if it's in any form, if it's Hinduism or Muslim or Christianity, Sikhism, Jainism, they're big religions here again. You can't say that.
There's a lot of diversity in religions as well. So
Yes,
you were
exactly.
talking about how you went to vacation, like within India. Do you have a recommendation for a place to travel to in India or a cool just
You should visit the whole country, perhaps. If you can do an Indian tour, I would love to say you should. But I would say that you should visit the Northeast. That is, I went to Sikkim last year personally, and I loved it. So if you come to India, do visit Delhi, the capital of India. You should explore Uttarakhand. You should explore places in Uttarakhand like Dehradun, Haridwar, Rishikesh, Badrinath. And then if you come to Himachal, you should explore Kulu Manali, or if you should explore Dharamshala. If you go to Kashmir, do visit Srinagar, visit Leh Ladakh. If you are in Uttar Pradesh, visit Varanasi, Lucknow, Allahabad. You can visit these places. If you're in Tamil Nadu, this is my state, you should visit Chennai. You should visit Rameshwaram. You should visit Madurai. You should visit Kumbakonam. And there are a lot. I cannot really recommend one place for you because to each place you go, you get to know something different. So
true?
I cannot describe that. I cannot really say that you should go to this place because every place you go, it has its own uniqueness wherein you would want to explore that. It depends upon what you like and what are your interests. So it caters your interests, your requirements, and needs. If you want to go to spiritual places, I would recommend. If you want to have fun, if you just want to relax and chill, there's Goa for that. Goa is known for partying and New Year programs and things like that. If you want to go to cultural places and events, you should go to Varanasi in North. If you should go to Kashi Vishwanath, you should go to Dwarka in Gujarat, and then you should go to Chennai in Tamil Nadu, and then you should go to Coorg, which has warm weather as well as mountains, hilly mountains. If you want to go to beaches, there are several again. It's very like it's overwhelming to know that when I come to talk about it, I realize that I don't know many things myself, and I'm talking about out of my experience. We should explore India.
I think I could be there for
I can't
years.
really recommend one place. It's disappointing.
It sounds like I could just explore there for years and I would still not see everything.
Yes,
That's incredible.
absolutely. I know. So, which place would you recommend me in the US apart from LA and NYC? Apart from LA and NYC.
So again, it depends. Honestly, I haven't been to most places in the US. So I live on the East Coast. So I would say the most popular vacation spots for me would be either New York, everyone knows about New York, or Florida, which is it's more south, and that's if you like beaches. I love the beach. It's warm weather like year round. Honestly, the West Coast is amazing too. I personally I've only been there once, but there's also the Grand Canyon. Where is it? It's in the West as well, and that's some beautiful
Yeah, it's in the West.
yeah. Honestly, I need to go exploring everywhere too because I haven't been to most places in the US either. I've kind of stayed within the East Coast, but yeah.
We'll all have our time to explore. We should start earning money first.
So Sadhana, thank you so
Hey,
much for speaking with me today, but unfortunately, our time is up. But I had a really great time learning about your culture and just teen life in general.
likewise.
I would really like to do another interview with you because there's a lot to learn. So how do I say bye?
There's a
And
lot to talk.
there is a lot to talk. You talk for hours. How do
I
I?
can talk for hours. I'm a talkative person. I'm a chatterbox,
I am
perhaps.
too.
I'm
I am
like,
too.
I have to mellow down sometimes. Just think, something thoda.
No,
I
it's
have to
great.
calm myself down all the time because I love to talk. I can talk, I'll
Talking
go
is
on and on and
talking
on
is
and on,
great.
and then I won't stop.
And this is the perfect spot, like perfect place. So how do I say bye in Hindi or in another language that you know? Or is there a
We don't say bye here. We can just say, see, when you say that let's meet up later, let's catch up. So just say मैं जाके आता हूँ या मैं जा. You don't say मैं जा रहा हूँ. You say मैं जाके आता हूँ. So it's like let's meet again.
let's
So
meet again? I
same
like
something
that.
like that. So
So
like मिलते हैं. So we say it like that.
I like that. It's very optimistic. It's like let's meet again.
Yeah.
Well, let's meet again and thank you.
Let's meet again. Likewise.
Hi, and thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you would like to be notified every time a new episode comes out, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell, and also check out our podcast on Spotify. Also, make sure to follow our socials to stay updated on all the other happenings at Just a Teen. And finally, if you are a teen interested in being interviewed, check out the link to a form down below. Thank you so much, and have a great day!